and Facebook Live, soon to be on Twitch, soon to be on other platforms where we are football fans from me, a Cowboys fan's perspective, and my brother RodMan, a Dolphins fan perspective. If you can see the coloring, bro, this is a Dolphins first podcast, but we talk about the NFL at large. So we are inclusive. We want everybody to be a part of this, man. We want this community to grow. I say that on every podcast, and I'm going to say that on every podcast going forward, man. But first things first, Rod, how you doing, my boy?
Dude, I'm doing pretty good. I had a heavy day at work, but I'm here, man. I'm
I
here for it.
mean,
I'm excited for the
we are
pod.
here, man. We are definitely here, man. And this is another week. It's another Thursday. It is another Thursday night football live stream. Rod, we
And
are watching the. Give me a second. We're watching the Bucks. We're watching the Ravens. Give me an update, my guy.
7-3, Bucks are up right now. Ravens couldn't do anything, and it's looking like it's actually a good game. Like it's actually like not a blowout or not a weird game like last week. Like it's looking like it's gonna be a competitive football game. Bucks look good. Well, they got stuffed on 1st and 10 right now, but uh, they've been moving the ball. So
I mean, moving the ball, and we'll get to the Bucks, but I'll just have a little aside because we are going to talk about Bucks. We have a Bucks super fan. Our good friend James is going to be on with us shortly. I just
James
have
is
a little
back.
aside. Yeah, James is back. Um, I just have a little aside before we get to that. Right, the Bucks have been an embarrassment. The Bucks broke my heart when they lost 21-3 to PJ Walker. I don't know what to say. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even a Bucks fan, and that broke my heart, bro. Um, so we are gonna have the question: what is really wrong with the Bucks? We talked about it 2 weeks ago. We had our Bucks friend, our Bucks homeboys on. Our good friend James, who you're gonna see again, he was at like I think a 6 on the panic meter. Our other
I think it was
homeboy
three. He was
G
like a
Mob,
three.
he was like a 3. He was like a 3. I'm sorry, a 3. Our homeboy G Mob was a 0. Yeah, I don't think that's the same. I don't think that's the same this week. Yeah, that it might have the temperature might have been a little cracked up a little bit, man. But we get to that, man. But on this podcast, nothing supersedes what is most important, and that is the Miami Dolphins. Miami Dolphins. So, Rod, the floor is yours. I want you to give the people and myself your thoughts on the game against the Steelers, which ended up being, heart pounding towards the end, as well as what you think you guys are going to do starting off this week 8 against the Lions. But let's go ahead and recap the Steelers and Dolphins first, my guy. Sunday Night Football, prime time, Hard Rock Stadium, Hollywood, Florida. Oh, my bad. Miami Gardens. I just get
Miami
caught up with
Martin.
the guitar, bro. I get guitar. They kept showing the guitar. I'm like, oh, yeah, it's hot. No, it's the Miami Gardens. My bad. One of the rare, very rare Miami Dolphins Sunday night football games. So, how did that feel to be on prime time first? And go ahead and recap the game.
Yeah, man. It was funny because we, I'm kind of putting it out there. This little backstage business. We normally record on Sundays. I asked Herb off because the Dolphins are we're never home on prime time. That just never happens, right? So it was real nice to actually have a Sunday night game. All eyes on us. I was expecting a good game, and for all intents and purposes, when you were watching the game in the first quarter, it felt like if you watched the game in the first quarter and you walked off and you just forgot about the game and it ended, you would have thought that we ran away with it because we came out hot. The announcers were ready to pull down Tua's pants. Like it was great. But man, that game ended up being an extremely stressful experience. Ooh, man. Where do you start with this, man? First and foremost, let me say this. I got to give props to the defense, bro. The defense bailed us out again. And they did it. I mean, we were short three of our top four cornerbacks. I mean, Byron Jones hasn't played this year. Nick Needham is now out for the season. Cater Kohu, who was undrafted this year, has actually been filling in pretty decently for Byron Jones. He's hurt. So we were left with Justin Bethel, who's a special teams player, and Noah Igbenogany, the much maligned first round pick 3 years ago, who, by the way, he was getting cooked all night. Like, I gotta say this, Herb. Noah Igbenogany catching that pick saved his bacon this week. Because I'm telling you, this is like trade week. He would have got like we would have pulled a Martin on him, dog. The organization and fan base would have been like, yo, get to stepping, bro. Like Noah Igbenogany was getting any play that you saw the Steelers had. Number 9 was right. Number 9 was wiggling around, not knowing what to do right there. But in his defense, he got the pick. He got the game-saving pick. So that was nice, man. But the offense, man, the Dolphins are just a weird team, right? Because Tua probably had he definitely had his worst outing of the season. And I don't hold it all the way against him because I mean the guy was off 3 weeks from football, didn't even practice for a couple weeks. I get it. He was a little rusty. You could see it even on the first drive. The announcers were gushing about him, but I remember he was a little off on some throws. Like for example, he had to throw to Jalen Waddle. It was like kind of like a similar to the post route he hit in Week 1 against the Patriots, and Jalen Waddle had to jump up for that ball like he was dunking. So Tua was definitely not on target. The timing was a little off. You could see it on some throws, and the offensive line was blocking. You can't blame him. You can't put the line. He just had a bad game. And it's okay, Dolphins fans. Like there are some Dolphins fans who are ready to freaking flip chairs, flip tables. It's okay. Tua had a bad game. Yeah, he had 4 drop picks. I seen Josh Allen a few weeks ago have 5 drop picks. Patrick Mahomes a few years ago had 16 turnover worthy plays. Drop picks are not even a real stat. All right, listen. When you get away with it, be okay. Be okay. When you get away, it's my point is be thankful that they didn't get it right. Like
fair enough, but
you know what I mean.
And not to cut you off, but I have one thing to say about that when it comes to Tua. One, look at the names that you mentioned him with. Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes is 13-9 against double-digit leads. Josh Allen is most likely going to be the MVP of the league. In my opinion, Tua is not in that class. So
no, for sure. Yeah, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. I was just using that as an example, so that
obviously I understand what you're saying.
There are fans who are panicking about the foot. It's like guys have games where they have drop picks,
right? But the thing that comes with Tua is, it seems like it's almost every game. Tua, for whatever reason, he's not a turnover-worthy type of player. Yet he has those 1 or 2 series where he's just going to throw it to the defense. Now it's on them to catch it. And it's crazy because the entire point of Tua is to never be that guy. Right. So that's what's kind of weird watching him in the NFL. Granted, guys are faster, guys are bigger, guys are stronger. I understand that. However, I'm just not used. I never thought that I would see it from Tua. Like Tua coming out of Alabama was efficient, smart, safe with the football. But when now he's in the league, he will throw it to the defense. And the person that he reminds me of like this, who gets I've never seen anybody bulletproof like Andrew Luck, bro. Like the way people talk about Andrew Luck, you would thought that this guy was Peyton Manning for real. Andrew Luck, more seasons than not, was slightly above average to just good. He wasn't all pro. He wasn't one of the top 5 quarterbacks in the league until his last season before he retired. The rest of his career, he was an okay quarterback. He was a good quarterback. He had moments of being really good. But if you really watch his career and watch the games, and trust me, I watched every Andrew Luck game. He would throw it to the defense every single day. It got to the point where I went from arguing on his behalf on forums to y'all are right. Like if you're being honest about him, you're right. You know what I'm saying? So it's strange to actually see Tua come out of college, be hyper efficient, be hyper smart, be lauded for his decision making, and then be in the NFL, and it feels like he throws it to the defense at least once a game, bro.
Oh, dude. It's funny you mentioned that because if there are 2 flaws in Tua's game that he has, is one, he has this propensity to be a hero, and he kind of did it again in this game, bro. Like, here's the funny thing about Tua trying to run over a linebacker, which he can't do.
Absolutely wow.
Here's the funny thing. He told the coaches he needed that. He told the coaches that after he was like, Coach, I'm sorry, but I needed that. That's what he told him. He told him, like, Tua, that is just who he is, dog, which doesn't give me much faith moving forward because it's just like, Tua, like, we need you, all right? We need you, man. We need you, bro. Like, without you, man, you see what it looks like.
That's a crazy statement for him to make. Like, I respect it. I love it. I can't even be mad at it, bro. But my guy, you came into the league broken, bro. You can't be that person talking like that, dog. Like, you can't be talking greasy like this, bro. Like, that's crazy.
I respect the warrior in his heart. You know what I mean? I respect it. The second thing,
absolutely.
Yeah. And the second problem I have with him is, for the most part, Tua is actually a pretty efficient quarterback. It's just, you're right, man. Like, at this point, like I thought he would kind of grow out of it. Like the first 2 years, I thought like, all right, he was a rookie, halfway second year, player, but he's still doing that, bro. At least once or twice a game, the defense has a gimme. For whatever reason, they never catch it. Like he skates off with drop takes more than anybody. Maybe it's the lefty spin, I don't know, but he gets away with it. And he definitely got away with it against the Steelers.
Nah,
I
the
do want to
Steelers, it
look
was egregious. Like it
at.
was.
Oh
That's why
man.
I knew they were gonna lose because when you watch a game where you have that many, like, and it wasn't like okay, the defender got a hand on it. Okay, it was kind of hard. I understand why you didn't come down with it. Like Tua was giving it away, bro.
Gift
Like
match.
it was buy one get one free like Publix, bro. Like he was gonna give it to you, he's gonna give it to you again for free, dog. Like that's what he was doing. He
But
wanted them to catch a pick. They just didn't catch him. That's why they lost.
you know what's funny about this, and there's probably like maybe the more pro to Dolphin fans will probably agree with me on this. There came a point like in the second half where I was just kind of hoping they would catch one, because this is one thing I've always liked about Tua, and he's been like this since he's been in the NFL. More often than not, when he throws a pick, he plays better. Like I don't know what it is, Herb. Like I've seen him do it. He did it in the Ravens game this year. Last year against the Jets, he throws a pick six, comes back down and scores. Throws two nasty picks against the Falcons last year. We're down 13 points. It gives us the lead with two comeback drives. Like he's a weird player, dog. Like if Tua threw a pick at the beginning of every game, he might be top five, Herbie. Like I know I sound crazy, but if Tua threw a pick at the beginning of every game, people would think differently about him because I like that about him because there are guys like Kyler Murray, there are guys like Andy Dalton where they throw a pick, it's just downhill. But he's one of those guys. He's a gunslinger, which you didn't think he was gonna be. Tua is actually a freaking gunslinger, dog. And he doesn't have the arm to be a gunslinger, so he's not a gunslinger.
Absolutely,
That's the
absolutely.
hilarious part.
And okay, so and we're gonna address that, and then we're going to the Lions and Dolphins. But to get to that point, for whatever reason, and I know how it is. I know how it is in football. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes it takes a little bit longer to get tape on people. It takes a little bit longer to understand what a offense is doing, especially when it's a new coaching staff. And this goes to Mike McDaniels. But the Steelers did one thing, and it's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. One of the craziest things you could do. They said, you know what? We're tired of these guys throwing slants for 18 yards. We're just going to take away the middle. And the entire offense went to shit. And it makes me wonder, it's like the NFL is so incredible. These guys spend so much time trying to out scheme one another, trying to out chess one another. And then somebody just says, you know what, bro, let's just do something like simple. Let's just take away the middle of the field. And then you're just like, wait a minute. Yeah, Tua doesn't have the arm to throw downfield on the outside. Like majority of what he's doing right now has to be in the middle of the field. Why did it take the league 7 weeks to figure this out, bro? Like,
Well, you know what's funny about that, Herb? I think Brian Flores has something to do with that. Think about it, dog. Brian Flores is a defensive assistant on the Steelers. I mean, he was just our head coach last year, Herb. If there's anybody who knows our personnel, and we have some different guys, yeah. But at the end of the day, we have like a couple guys here and there. Most of the personnel is the same. So he knows the weaknesses of a lot of the players on our team, especially a guy who we know he didn't like. This guy didn't like Tua. So obviously he would know exactly how to stop Tua. And on the Dolphin side of it, and this is what kind of disappointed me about Mike McDaniel in this game specifically, is that we just didn't we never really like I kept waiting, Herb. Like this game was so stressful because that 4th and 3, we decided to go for it. And now there are people who showed on Twitter and on the internet that there was actually like Teron Armstead opens a massive lane for Chase Edmonds to run through. So in hindsight, it doesn't seem like that bad of a call. But I don't care, Herb. Kick the freaking field goal. This is the type of game where it's a 10-16 game. It's not like you're facing a quality quarterback on the other side. And I'm not knocking Kenny Pickett. Kenny Pickett is a rookie. We lucked out. We were playing a rookie who was green, first game in prime time. Like, we're not going up against like put some points and force them to keep making plays. Like when we failed on that 4th and 3, Herb, I just kept waiting for another. I was like, these guys are going to give us one drive, and it never came. Like that's why I had to start with giving props to the defense who was hurt, and we lost Brandon Jones. So now we got Eric Rowe starting at strong safety, and Brandon Jones is our third best defensive player. So credit to the defense, but man, like Brian Flores, I'll tell you what, I hats off to him because he was just like, nigga, the Dolphins are running it. The Dolphins are back in prime time again. They know the kind of player Tua is. If you watch early in the game, they were showing the passes that Tua was throwing, the snap time, and he was throwing basically an average of like 2 seconds. The Dolphins were going with a quick passing game, so the Steelers were just like, all right, bet. If you're not even going to bother to test us downfield, even with a hurt secondary, we're just going to cover the middle of the field, and it completely. The only thing that bothers me is that we never adjusted to it, and it's not like that's all we do. Like we actually do more on offense. Like I've seen us do more. We do more plays on the outside. Like they were just strictly focused on attacking the middle of the field, and we never gave up on that. And that was odd to me. Like whenever you see something's not working, you gotta adjust. I will say that I was nice. Oh, Herb, I can't forget this, dog. I can't forget this because I've been steaming on
Talk
this.
to me. Talk to me. Talk
Chase
to me.
Edmond, dog, bro.
Talk to me. What happened, man? What happened with Chase Edmonds, dog? Let me know,
Bro,
bro.
I'm done with
Wait,
him.
wait, 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 wait. Let's make a name. Let's make a name for it, man. Who on the Dolphins ticked Rod off this week, man? Week 7 edition, man. Go ahead, man. Talk to me, man. This is a safe space, Rod. Go ahead, bro.
Bro, Chase Edmond, man. Like bro, Chase Edmond. I had high hopes for you, bro. But you just keep letting me down, dog. Like outside of that massive run you had in the Ravens game, like what have you done? Like the man leads the league. He leads the league with 5 drops, Herbie. And he's a running back.
He's a running back.
He's a receiving back. Receiving back. Listen, man, y'all put Miles back in.
Tell him, Rod. Tell him. Talk
Put
to him.
Miles back here, y'all.
Man, put him in, man.
Bench
Put him
Chase
in,
Edmonds.
man.
Trade him. I don't
Trade
care.
him. Say it louder for those in the back, Rod. Say it louder, man. Get him out of here. Get him out of there.
Dolphins Nation, y'all feel me, man. Y'all know Chase Edmond has not been it. Listen, I would love for Chase Edmond to go on a run, ball out, you know what I'm saying? But honestly, dog, like he's just been a huge disappointment, bro. And I'm ready.
Well, okay. So we got about 5 minutes that we can devote to the preview with the Lions, right? So let's put week 7 to bed. Let's end week 7. So let's look ahead, right? Let's wash the Chase Edmonds away. Let's watch the 4 potential picks away, bro. That's in the past. You won the game. That's all that matters, right? So now you are going against the Lions. They have 1 win on the season. However, they are breaking history for all the wrong reasons, bro. Never has there been a number 1 scoring offense and number 1 overall team offense to only have 1 win through 7 weeks through the NFL. The Lions are making history in so many ways, bro. The first team to never win a game in the season, the first team to be the best offense to only win 1 game through 7 weeks, bro. They're making history for all the wrong reasons, bro. However, the reason why I say that and the reason why I present the intro to the conversation in that way is you guys could easily lose to the Lions. Like the Lions are not a walk in the park by any stretch of imagination, bro. So what do you think is going to happen in that game, and what are your keys to victory, Rob?
Yeah, I mean, it's funny that you say that, Herb, because I'm actually nervous about this game because, for example, last week a lot of people were thinking, oh, the Dolphins are a better team with Tua against the Steelers on paper. And guess what? The game is played on the field. And the Steelers, and I got to say this, we were able to steal one, which we never do. The Dolphins usually lose that game 100 times out of 100. And we actually managed to survive a trap game. And this is another one. This is an even bigger trap game because now you have an offense. Our secondary is hurt, and the Lions have a receiver in Amon St. Ra who, for whatever reason, he didn't even have a concussion, but they kept him out. So out of last week's game, which is weird. The NFL is getting really weird with the concussion protocol right now, but they have Amon St. Ra. They have DeAndre Swift. This is a team that can really hurt you with the run game. They have one of the better O-lines in football. And even though Jalen Phillips is like quietly having a good season, we haven't really had much of a pass rush. So unlike our previous stints against Jared Goff, like the last time where we completely overwhelmed them, I'm not so sure we'll be able to do that, especially we're down Brandon Jones, who's one of the better blitzing safeties in football. So, and with our secondary banged up, this is a game where the offense has to show up. because we know the Lions' offense is top notch. They've had 2 pretty bad weeks, but they were going up against 2 pretty damn good defenses. Now the Miami defense is a weird defense. Like we haven't been as good as I thought we would be, but a lot of that has to do with injuries. And nothing's changed. Like we got to trade for somebody, Herb, because outside of Xavier Howard, we have no corners, dog. And then now we're just playing. Now we just got Javon Holland at safety. Now we're playing with guys like Eric Rowe. You know, so the Lions. I think the Lions, especially at home, they're itching for a win. This is a team that has been struggling. They've had 2 back-to-back weeks of bad offense when they played. I think the Lions are ready to feast, man. And our offense, my thoughts on the game is I think it's going to be a shootout. The Dolphins are just a weird team. Like, if you look at the way we won all our games with Tua, they've all been different, and they've all just been weird games. And we just play weird games, and for whatever reason, we win with this guy. So I do believe we can beat the Lions. I do believe we can win, but I think we have to win in a shootout. It can't be like last week where our offense starts off hot and we fizzle out. The one thing that has been frustrating Dolphins fans, Herbie, is that we have yet to have a complete game from this offense. Like, and look, we have quarterback carousel going on past few weeks, so maybe it slowed down the progress and you know, the whole process of learning an offense in a new system. But dude, like, we have yet to see a complete game from the offense. And what better game than the Lions defense, which really isn't that great, and we got to run the ball. The Lions can't do anything against the run. And our running game seems to have improved, especially Raheem Mostert. So as long as we run the ball, run plays off of play action, we run the Kyle Shanahan offense. You run the ball, you run play action, boom, you have plays. So let's see what we do, man. I think it's going to be a high-scoring affair. I think the Lions are going to get back on their feet. And Dan Campbell is going to feel the type of way because he was once a Dolphin. He was an interim coach for us. And that can fire him up. You know what I mean?
I ain't gonna hold you, bro. I ain't gonna hold you, dog. No disrespect, man. But when the Bucky boys get together tonight, dog, I might be looking to rock with the Lions. But the Lions are due for one, bro. I'm sorry, bro. They due for one, dog. Like, that's just the reality of the situation, bro.
Hopefully not against us, man.
That's the reality of the situation, man. So, with that, bro, we're gonna take a quick break and then come back with the rest of the show, man. You already know.
know me. So what's up?
All right, so we are back. We are back. We are back. We are back. We are back, man. So, for this episode, we have a special guest, friend of the podcast, friend of the Couch Bros universe, man. Long time listener, several time caller at this point, man. So let's go ahead and give a round of applause, a roaring victory. Let this football season bring many and more Buccaneer tears to our good friend James. Welcome back to the pod, James. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome
Yes,
back to the
sir.
pod, James. Man, why would you do that, bro? Who told you? Who told you it was a good idea to be a Bucs fan, bro? In 2022, dog. Who told you to do that, bro?
Sorry, man. I can't hear you.
Now you can't hear me. What the hell?
Okay. Now I can hear you.
All
What's
right,
up?
I was about to say. I was about to say this podcast is going all the way to crap, bro. I don't know what's going on, bro. But yes, like I was saying, man, let's go ahead and give a round of applause for our good friend of the Couch Bros universe, somebody who's been a contributor, somebody who's been down, who's been rocking with us for years. You've seen him several times. You've heard him on the old Couch Bros NFL show several times as well, man. James, welcome back. Now you're back under a different set of circumstances. When you were last on the podcast, which is very recent, it feels like a month ago in football years, but it's only 2 weeks ago. You said that you were only at a 3 on your panic meter when it comes to the Buccaneers, right? And currently they are up against the Ravens, 10-3. It could be worse either way, depending on what kind of fan you are in regards to this
Ready
game.
to throw it in the dirt.
Okay, all right. So I ask you now, welcome back to the pod, first and foremost.
Thank you.
But I got to ask you again. Panic meter. Where you at, man? Because I know it's not a 3. I know it's not a 3. I know it's not a 3.
Obviously, like you said, we're playing really well against the Ravens right now, so I'm happy about that. But if I am being completely honest about where I was right up before this game, we had just lost to the Steelers and the Panthers, and we lost to the Panthers 21-3, and we looked bad the whole game. So right before this game, I had put myself at like an 8.5, but if I have to round up 8 or 9, at 8.5 you round up, so it'd be a 9. I was very, very worried going into this game because our offense looked rudimentary. It looked basic. Like anybody that could play Madden could figure it out. It was not hard to figure out at all. So I was really worried, to be completely honest. But it's 7 games out of a 17-game season. We have the talent to right the ship, which is appropriate for the Bucs. But to be honest, if we don't get, our ship corrected on the proper course over the next 4 games, including this game, which is the Ravens, Seahawks, Rams, and Browns. We have a bye week in there as well. But if we don't come out of these 4 games 3-1 at least, this season is done. Like, we are not going to be Super Bowl, much less maybe even playoff. Maybe we'll get the playoff because the NFC South is so bad. But other than that, we have to be 3-1 or better these 4 games we're done.
Okay, all right. So let's stick on that, bro. First things first. Can we talk about the elephant in the room? I mean, we might as well, man. Tom Brady, bro. This is wild speculation, man. But my man decided to throw his entire marriage, his family, everything that he loves so dearly in his heart away to lose to PJ Walker. Like, what are we talking about here, man?
Right now?
He threw his family away to lose to PJ Walker. I mean, why are we not laughing hysterically? He threw his marriage, and mind you, he didn't just get married to Jabel Boychin last year. They got 2 kids that are like adults. You know what I'm saying? Or pretty much they're teenagers, and he lost to the 3rd-string Panthers quarterback. Remember this: Sam Darnold and Baker. You had to go through Sam Darnold and Baker Mayfield to get to PJ Walker, bro, on the depth chart, and he lost to that guy, and he lost by 17 points. This is an embarrassment. 18 points, I'm sorry. This is an embarrassment. Like, I don't know what to say about the 2022 Buccaneers through 7 games. Again, they're looking a little bit better against the Ravens, but, I mean, We know that could be fool's gold. I just have some stats for you, James, as a Buccaneers fan, and I just want you to reply to the stats I'm going to give you. You're a fan. You really love your team. You're invested. You're dialed in. So these are not going to surprise you. I just want to say it out loud because two things could either happen. Either I tell you these stats and you're just like, or I tell you these stats and you're just like, yeah, that sounds about right. But so, James, coming into the season through 7 weeks, if I told you that you guys would have the 20, I want to say, hold on, give me 1 second. The sixth ranked passing offense, while also having the 26th overall offense overall, bro. How does that even make sense, bro? Like,
Right?
What?
Yeah. So we've never been, I would say, amazing at running the ball, but we are. I am pretty sure. I don't believe I need to check this. Last in the league in running.
oh,
That's not going to help.
100%. But my thing is this, though. Like, okay, so the people that's watching, right? You have to be historically bad to have a top 6 passing offense and be 26th overall in team offense. That means your running game, your rushing offense is so bad that it brought the entire offense down 20 points in the standings. That is terrible.
That's incredible.
That's incredible. And the only team, which blows my mind, you are not actually the worst rushing offense in the 2022 NFL. That belongs to the Los Angeles Rams, who are even worse than you guys, which is embarrassing.
Yeah.
Like, this is crazy. This is crazy. And I just highlight all of this to say, bro, the minute Tom Brady got there, you guys were never a great rushing offense. Even on your Super Bowl run. Outside of the game y'all had against the Packers, y'all wasn't beating teams because y'all ran the ball. Like, you guys barely beat the Washington Redskins. Like, in that playoff run. Like, you barely beat the New Orleans Saints in that playoff run. You dominated the Packers and you wanted to give the game away. The only dominant game that you've had in that entire run since Tom Brady's been here is the Super Bowl.
Right.
That's it. Like, winning that Super Bowl made you guys think that you were a much better offense than you actually were. Even with Tom Brady last year when he led the league in passing and touchdown passes. There were obviously
like little
go ahead.
moments that we had in the playoffs that I feel like elevated to that made us feel almost like bulletproof. Like you mentioned against the Packers, literally it was like 11 seconds left in the half. It's like Scotty Miller, who's like fourth string, wide receiver, here, go catch this. Boom, touchdown. That really pumps you up, in the NFC Championship game, things like that really make you feel like, like pumping your chest, like, we got this. Because like I said, it's like third, now he's like the fifth string wide receiver, but at the time he's probably like third, fourth-ish.
I mean, okay, so this is one of my favorite things in regards to your offense, bro. Like, just to highlight how bad your rushing offense is, bro. Mm-hmm. Rachaad White, he has 26 attempts for 70 yards. Do you want to know what his yards per rush is?
Bro.
That's out of the trash. That's out of the trash, man. That thing is stank. Listen, I have a 1-year-old, bro. She doesn't even make diapers that stink, bro. Like what I just saw right there, bro. That is ooh-wee. That is ooh-wee. Yes, you were wrong. It's not 2.8, Mr. James. It is 2.7 to be exact, bro. Leonard Fournette, man. Playoff Lenny, man. Number 7, man. The guy who came in at 260 as a running back in the camp, bro. Do you want to know what he is averaging currently every time he rushes the ball? It is out. Spoiler alert. 3.5. This team is terrible. Their team is terrible. The guy who's doing the most effective running on your team with 1 rush for 8 yards, so he has 8 yards per rush, is Scotty Miller right now. It's Scotty Miller. Your most effective running back is Scotty Miller. That's it. That's where you are right now. That's a rushing team.
Deebo Samuel. Yeah, he as far as like I said, our rushing offense is terrible so far. Like throughout 7 games, it's been really, really bad, and not just you can put it on the players a lot. I honestly, Rashad White, for example, if you watch him, he's a rookie, but he looks lost. Like he just sort of runs the ball forward and it just seems to just go forward. He looks lost. But one of the things that just bothers me about our offense, like I said, through 7 games, is how predictable it is. Like on 3rd and 2, you bring in 2 extra tight ends and you just run it right at the tackles. It's like, oh, nobody's done that before. And I'm tired of seeing these sort of plays over not only our Super Bowl run, but even last year. We had a pretty explosive, high-scoring. I'm not going to say super creative. Like, I'm not saying we were like, for example, the 49ers offense is pretty creative with what they do with the run. The Chiefs are extremely creative with what they do with the pass. We're not that creative. But we were scoring between the 2 seasons, between our Super Bowl season 2020 and last season, we averaged right around 30.5 points between the 2 seasons. We're at like half that this year as far as average per game, somewhere around 15 or 16. And it's, you're not going to win a lot of games with just over 2 touchdowns. Straight up.
Okay, so let me ask you a question. Where is the silver lining in this? Because you already said that you guys have to win a certain amount of games going forward. But what's the silver lining? Like, where is the silver lining? What, as bad as it's looked on offense, and again, this is not the worst offense in the world, right? You guys are still a top 7 passing offense, top 6 to be exact. Where is the silver lining? Is it you guys getting healthy? Because that's what I've been hearing this entire time. Wait till you guys get your guys back. Wait till you get Chris Godwin back. Wait till you get Julio back, which, I mean, y'all might as well just forget about Julio Jones, bro. That dude is baked barbecue chicken with extra barbecue sauce on it, man. Put that boy in the air fryer.
He's on sale at Publix, man.
Yeah, put that boy in the air fryer, man. You don't even worry about him, man. Don't even worry.
But you wouldn't know. Like,
so where's the silver lining in all of this?
So the silver lining is that our roster is not, for once, it's not shallow. We actually have a fairly deep roster as far as what we've had years past, except really for our outside linebackers, like our outside rushing, which unfortunately is a little bit important to have. But outside of our lack of really good depth at our outside linebacker and our outside rush position, we really do have a lot of depth at interior D line and at linebacker and at corner and at safety and at wide receiver. And now our rookie tight ends are starting to step up. So we actually do have a fairly deep team that if they all start getting on the same page, we have a lot of talent and a lot of different people that we can throw at different offenses and different defenses. Because like I said, we're deep. So that's a silver lining. Like, I'm not going to, rush right into, say, injuries, because injuries happen every single year. Granted, so far this season, every single game, it's been a smattering of these 4 people, these 5 people, these 6 people, which that's a good number to affect your lineup. So we do have to get healthy. Our offensive line could really use Ryan Jensen coming back. Word is that he will be coming back in November. Even if we got to ease him in to late November, early December, that's fine. It'll just more, reps for that young offensive line. But regardless, we really, if we don't get on the same page with the roster that we have, there's really no excuse. I'd have to put it on the coaching because, as I just said, we have a deep roster. We should be competing at a lot better rate and, level that we are.
All right, man. So, Rob, the outside, unbiased football fan, bro. In 2 words, what do you feel about the Buccaneers this year, bro?
In 2 words, what do I feel about the Buccaneers? Oddly disappointing. Oddly disappointing.
Rod, I do apologize, guys. If you're watching, I completely put Rod on the spot, but he's so gifted that he pulled that one out of his buttocks, bro. Yeah, clap, Rodney. I was actually setting you up to just say, yo, they trash. Like, well, we ain't gotta be. Let's stop being cute, bro. They garbage, bro. Garbage. Wow, garbage. That's what the 2022 Buccaneers are, bro. Like this is a this is horrifying to watch. The Buccaneers. Like that game was it put a stain on Tom Brady's legacy, bro. It was that bad. Now, granted, it got literally hidden away at the 4 o'clock game where the Witcher hour. Not that much people were watching or paying attention, but if you actually watch that game, bro, it was so disheartening to watch because of all the context, bro. Tom Brady has had bad games before. That's not it. Tom Brady has been ineffective in the game. As we've seen that plenty of times, bro. He's been playing since 2001. What hurt me watching that game was his kids, bruh. He gave away his kids for that, man. Like that hurt me, dog. Like he sacrificed relationships with the people that are supposed to take his wealth, his family name, like the people that he is supposed to help get, man, like the people that he's supposed to teach, bro. He said, F all that, man. I need a ring, bro. I need 8, bro. I don't care about you, bro. I don't care if you my son, bro. You do that to lose. Like, this is crazy. This is crazy.
You know what? You know what's crazy about it all, man? Is like Tom Brady has now become the guy who can't give it up, bro. And you didn't want to see this for him, dog. You didn't want to see. He's the guy who just can't let it go, bro. It's just like, Tom, listen, man. Father Time happens to everybody. You should have stayed.
Every single person, bro. Every single person. So okay, and the irony of it is that he's still not a bad quarterback, bro. Yes, he's 45, but he is closer to the top 10 than he is to the top 20, and that's why we had our QB tiers list last week, right? Like, for all the quality QBs that are playing right now, bro, I can't think of a worse year collectively where so many quarterbacks are bad, bro. Like, this is if we were doing You're the Worst, bro, we would have Hall of Famers, bro, like week after week after week.
You could make a 10-man list this year. You
could absolutely. Yeah. Like, for all the advancements, for everything that we've come or how far we've come when it comes to football, when it comes to football science, when it comes to coaching, when it comes to breaking out the game and making the game as easy as possible, bro. The quarterbacking is at an all-time low. Like, Kirk Cousins is a top 5 quarterback this year, bro. Like, where are we right now? Like, there is no top 5. There is no top 5. It is.
Really, it's Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes, and everybody else. And maybe Joe Burrow.
Burrow. I'm about to say, you got to put Burrow in there.
Burrow, yeah.
That's it. It's them 3 and everybody else. Justin Herbert, mid. Super mid.
Bro, against the Seahawks, he threw an interception that was so ugly. I was like, Herbert, what were you thinking?
I mean, you know what? Here's the crazy part, bro. I can't just say them and everybody else, bro. I got to think about it, bro. Geno Smith is arguably the 4th or 5th best quarterback in the league right now, bro. What are we in? What era? What are we doing right now, bro? I can't.
We're in the darkest timeline, my friend. The darkest of the dark, man.
Yeah.
All right, man. So let's get on with the next topic, man. So this one is going to be more personal for me, man. So topic number 4, Dak's comeback, man. It was bittersweet, man. It was bittersweet. Because I see my team revert back to the team I hate, bro. The team I resented, the team I wanted no parts of for half of football. I was very, very mad. Y'all know me, man. I'm not hyperbolic. I'm level-headed. I believe in nuance. I believe in context. Yeah, I joke. I kid. For the theatrics, bro. We're presenting a show at the end of the day. But when I was watching that first half of football against the Lions, bro, and for an entire half, it was 6-3. And then we struggled to get 10 points against the Lions, bro. I literally murmured to myself, man, put Cooper Rush back in, bro. Get this Negro out of here, bro. Get this Negro out of here, bro. I became that ridiculous Cowboys fan, dog. And then we opened up the game, and then we went one running away, bro. But for everything that we did, to go 4-2 with Cooper Rush, for him to win 4 out of the 5 games that he played,
yeah,
and to immediately go back to that mind-numbingly annoying team that we have. Thank God we have a great defense now to pick up for the offense when they're not clicking, bro. And it just doesn't make sense. the team is there. The talent is obviously there. But for whatever reason, when Dak is playing football, Dak is good. The team is not. I don't get it. So let me remove myself from the conversation. Rod, as an unbiased non-Cowboys fan, what did you think when you were watching that game or when you were following that game?
Well, I mean, you basically kind of summed it up with your last statement. And I even watched like a film breakdown for all you football fans out there who like watching film. All Things QB, Tim Jenkins, great little YouTube channel to watch. He broke down Dak's game, and while watching the game, I thought it was kind of weird that they were struggling against the Lions defense. But when you look closer, it's not like Dak himself played well, and that's the thing about the Cowboys that makes your team such an enigma. This year you have the defense, a championship caliber defense, but the enigma is like your offense should be way better than it looks, and at times it does look good, but it's almost like it's a lot of flash and not a lot of substance. And I don't know what the problem is. Is Dak the issue? It doesn't seem like it because he's clearly a better quarterback than Cooper Rush, but it just seems like the team plays better when Cooper's in the game. And that's just a weird place to be. That's a real football fan conundrum because your team paid Dak a lot of money, and he has performed at a high level in previous years, and he played well against the Lions. It's just weird. It was just a weird game. It was 10-6 deep into the game, and you wouldn't expect that, especially considering how good your defense was playing. But I think, especially since Dak had some time off, I think your offense is going to get better. I think you guys will have more explosive outings because it's there. The talent is there. It's just a matter of time.
Bro, it's not okay. So let me put my ridiculous Cowboys fan, let me bring the passion back, bro. It's not about the explosive offense, bro. We could go toe to toe with anybody, bro. We could go toe to toe with anybody in NFL history, bro. We could go toe to toe with the 99 St. Louis Rams, bro. Greatest show on turf. That's not the problem. The problem is they can't get their heads out of their asses when Dak is quarterbacking, dog. The team that I saw against the Philadelphia Eagles, right? We were down big. That team with Cooper Rush, you could be like, you know what, man, you got to back up. Cooper Rush was due to come back to reality as a backup quarterback who's been a backup for 5 years, bro. Cooper Rush doesn't start for a reason. And then what we did, we came back. We fought. We showed heart. All of that goes away when Dak is in the lineup. I don't understand it. I can't make sense of it because it doesn't make sense. You should have that same intensity. You should have that same fight with a much better quarterback in the lineup. But what I think happens is partly the defense, which was still good, or I should say the offense and the coaching staff, they're like, all right, we got Dak. Dak gonna figure it out. And for as good as Dak is, right, and I've been defending Dak for a long time, and I'll be completely transparent. The year that Dak took over for Tony Romo, and I still think this to this day, I was mad that they did not give Tony his job back because I truly believe we would have won the Super Bowl with the team that we had. If a rookie quarterback could throw 21 touchdowns and only 3 interceptions and go toe-to-toe with the Packers that year, a very good Packers team, what do you think Tony Romo could have did? We would have won the Super Bowl, but we couldn't go back. Cool, fine, right? Dak has one playoff win. He has one playoff win.
In what, 7 years?
In 7 years. We're the best cursed team of all time, bro. What have we done since 1996 that's more noteworthy than the Jacksonville Jaguars, bro? Let's keep it a buck, bro.
No.
Let's keep it a buck.
Stats.
Let's keep it a buck. Other than make a bunch of money, other than be the most valuable team in all of sports, including soccer, what have we actually done? And yes, he came back. Yes, I understand he's rusty. But when I watched that game, even though we won, it made me come back to reality, bro. I was living a dream, bro. I was in a fairy tale, bro. Cooper was he was tickling me, bro. I felt like I was in Futurama. You remember Futurama? The one character, you just feed him grapes, that robot? That's what it was. I was living the dream, bro. I was living a dream. The minute that came back, and the minute I saw us struggling to dominate and put away the Lions, I realized what we are, and we immediately became the Cowboys of the last 3 years. Bro. Frustrating, annoying, make me want to break everything in my house, bro. And I just don't care anymore, bro. So I will not be talking about the Dolphins again. I mean, the Cowboys again for the rest of the season. Right? I said all of that just to get to that point, bro. I'm saying. James, let's get your thoughts in real quick, and then we'll go on to topic 5, which is the NFL trades, bro. So, how do you feel about the Cowboys?
I mean, you said everything, really about it doesn't make sense. It's not if you're going apples to apples, it's not the same thing as the Broncos, but it's apples to oranges in the sense that they're both like, hey, that team has a lot of firepower. That quarterback's really good. Oh, this is a match made in heaven.
Okay, so the Broncos don't have a good quarterback. That's the difference. Their quarterback is terrible.
He was, and then they expected him. I mean, Russ was good in Seattle. And all of a sudden, let's ride. I'm gonna make Subway commercials that are really creepy. Is just like,
all right,
he's a different guy now.
All right. Not to lose track of the conversation, bro. But okay, but you brought him up, so I have to ask both of y'all because this is actually the most important question. This is more important than our preview. This is more important than NFL trades. Rod, no disrespect. This is more important than your Dolphins-Lions preview, bro. What the hell is wrong with Russell Westbrook, bro? This man said he volunteered the information that on their 8-hour flight to London for 4 hours, he was stretching. No wonder the Broncos immediately hate this dude, bro. This guy's a dick. I would punch him in the face if I was his teammate. What a jackass.
Bro.
What a monumental Hall of Fame generational jackass, bro.
Bro, when I saw the report, I saw a sports meme page posted. That's the first time I saw it. So I thought it was a joke. And when I found out it was real, bro, do you realize in the interview he said he's super locked in? Who says that, bro? Who says they're super? Like, Russell Wilson, and I never realized it's like, I'm going to give Seattle their props, dog. I'm sorry, Seattle. We didn't know. Like, we didn't know how much of a phony. Like, he was always corny. But he is just the phoniest. Like, bro, why would you go out of your way? Like, nobody, bro, Russell, nobody cares that you're doing high knees in the aisle while guys are trying to sleep.
Bro.
Touchdown. Like, that's what you came to Denver. Not to do high knees on the plane. Bro, it's unbelievable, dog. And you know what? The Seahawks knew. And you called it, Herb, early in the season. You said teams will just give away good players. That's always the truth, dog. Look at
always
J.C.
the
Jackson.
truth.
He's out for the year now. But what was he doing before he got hurt? Nothing.
Absolute trash for the Chargers. Absolute trash. Like, in my lifetime, there have been only 2 instances where a Hall of Fame actually 3, and one of them was by chance. 3 instances of a Hall of Fame generational quarterback talent didn't finish their career, or not finish their career, or got traded or whatever, like legitimate traded, right? Actually, not even traded. It's just went to a situation or left the team before they wanted to leave the team, to be more specific. Because if I said that, then Tom Brady makes it murky, whatever, right? So we're just going to take Tom Brady out of it. Situation 1, Peyton Manning when he left the Colts. Situation 2, Drew Brees when he left the Chargers. Situation 3, the most recent, Russell Wilson. If Peyton Manning asked for a trade, you think Jim Irsay was going to trade Peyton Manning in his prime? Hell no. Hell no.
No way.
Drew Brees asked for a trade. He got traded because nobody knew that he was going to be Drew Brees. They got Phillip Rivers. They had to get rid of him. And then he became who he became. And then you have Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson asked for a trade, and Pete Carroll said, good fucking riddance, bro. Like, get out of my face. Good riddance. I can't wait to get rid of you. I'm tired of you. And the only reason why Pete Carroll did something that has never happened, literally, Those two situations. Drew Brees was not Drew Brees. Peyton Manning had to have his neck refused. His neck didn't work. He didn't have a neck. He got released. He didn't even get traded. He had to have a surgery that had a 50-50 shot for him to go to another team. No, like think about it. Joe Montana. The only reason they got rid of Joe Montana is because they had freaking Steve Young waiting.
Yep.
The Seahawks had Geno Smith as the backup.
And they said, we'll ride with him.
We'll ride with Geno Smith before we ride with Russell Wilson. And oh my God, Pete Carroll and Mike Tomlin deserve lifetime peace awards, bro. What's the Nobel Peace Prize, bro? Mike Tomlin for dealing with Antonio Brown for as long as he did, and nobody knew what he had to deal with. And Pete Carroll dealing with this jackass, bro. Like, Pete Carroll, I apologize. Everything I've ever said bad about you, I take back. We didn't know, Pete. We didn't know what you were suffering through, bro. Like, Richard Sherman tried to tell us. Listen, Doug Baldwin doesn't talk about anybody. Doug Baldwin hates Russell Wilson, bro. That's when I knew it was serious, bro. This is the type of person that you just don't like, that you want to put. Like, if I was on that plane, I would have gotten up. I would have pulled my sheets down. I would have rubbed my eyes. I would have took a deep yawn and I would have stretched. I would have did all of this. I would have got up. I would have walked to Russell Wilson. I would have tapped him on the shoulder, and I would have punched him in his face. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? What a dick. What a generational dick.
Honestly, I'm surprised we didn't hear that they jumped him, man. They should have jumped his ass in that plane. They should have just jumped him, bro. Like, the guy is just, not only are you playing awfully, you're acting like this, and you're giddy to tell reporters, oh, yeah, I don't get jet lag. I get
is
jet
the
lag.
self-aware? Like, how can you lack this much of self-aware? Like, put it like this, bro. I can't think of the hey man, hold on, guys. This is crazy. We got breaking news, man. We got G-Mob, man. G-Mob is in the building, man. I don't even know how to add him to this, but we're gonna try, man.
Nice.
You're gonna just go ahead and add G-Mob. The quality is terrible, man. The quality is terrible.
Well,
G-Mob, man. G-Mob, man. What's up, man? What up? G-Mob, he is at the game. He is at the game. He's at the game. He's styling on us, man. Look at that. Look at that. My man is at the game.
I got my AirPods in. I can barely hear y'all, but I just wanted to at least give y'all a little sneak peek of what's going on the
Man, go ahead, bro. We got a live update, man. What's going on?
Now. It's halftime right now, man. We started off strong, but of course, Brady started getting sacked. O-line got to hold up, man. O-line got to hold up. But we're going to get this W. I can feel it in the air.
Okay, so how do you feel about the game so far, G-Mob?
So far, being that I'm here, it's a little different. I feel good about it. We started off strong, but at the same time, we still got a long way to go. We still got another second half to play. We got my boy over here in this little kilt, whatever it's called. Man,
that is definitely a kilt. Let's get a close up on the kilt. No homo. Let's get a close up on the kilt. No homo. No homo.
The kilt man.
Okay, that is a kilt.
Yes,
that is a quality kilt. That is a quality kilt, man. All right, G-Bob. So what we'll do, we will check in back with you, live report the start of the fourth quarter, man. So check back in with us, bro.
Yes, sir. Hey, y'all enjoy this Thursday night football. Let's go Bucs, baby.
Go Bucs.
Okay. Yes, sir.
Nice.
All right. Nice little live update from the game.
Definitely, that was dope, though. Shout out to him, man.
Absolutely.
That was completely random, though. But yeah, man.
We're in 3-10 game right now, fellas.
What's the score?
10-3.
10-3.
Bro, this shit been 10-3 since like the first. Damn, it's some bad football on Thursday, man. God, man.
Maybe last year was an anomaly, man. Who knows?
Golly, man. Golly,
last week was the only exciting game.
Oh my God, man. Okay, so while we're here, I was going to talk about the NFL trades, but we can say that for the last topic, man. So, let's go ahead and since we already talked about the Broncos and Russell Wilson or whatever, let's go on and talk about the Week 8 preview. Unless you really wanted to say something about the Cowboys, James.
The only thing I'll say is that I feel like we have definitely not seen the best of the Cowboys.
I've been hearing that for 5 years, man.
Right? I mean, I'm glad you're honest.
I've been hearing that since 1996, man. Like, I'm like, at some point we got to stop saying that, man. Like, it's so annoying. Like, it's so annoying, and it's so hard. And this the part of the reason why last year my fandom waned. This year I came into it completely dejected. By the start of the year, I didn't care, and then Cooper Rush of all people, bro, gave me life, dog. And then they just zapped it out of me again, bro, in one game, in one half. Unbelievable. Unbelievable, man. All right, man. Let's go ahead and get the Week 8 preview, man. Week 8, what are the games that y'all guys are most excited for, man? We got some games, man. We got Broncos. Matter of fact, you know what? We're gonna start with Broncos Jaguars, bro. We talked about Russell Wilson. We talked about what a generational dick he is, bro. But he made it known that he's playing. He made it known that he's playing. He also made it known that he did not want to miss last game against the Jets. He really wants you to know that it was not his decision. What a look at me, Louis piece of crap. But they play the Jaguars, two underwhelming teams. The Broncos are bad. The Jaguars are disappointing. It's in London, 9:30 a.m. tip-off. What do you guys expect to see from this game, bro? We have two teams that are underachieving.
You know what's funny about the London games and the Jaguars is that the Jaguars usually win in London. For whatever reason, they actually have a big following out there. So this is going to be kind of like a home game for the Jags, which is it's a weird, NFL always has some weird little things going on, and that's one of them. But I gotta say this, Herb and James, this might be the game where Hackett gets hacked. If they don't beat the Jags, I feel like that, the Broncos fan base has been starving for quality quarterback play since Peyton Manning. They finally thought they had their guy, and this season has started off so disappointing that I feel like John Elway's just going to have, maybe it's a little too early, it's his first season, but I just feel like if they don't win in London, when he gets back, he ain't going to have a job, he ain't going to have an office, he ain't going to have nothing. I just don't really have faith that the Broncos, even though that the Jags have not impressed since the 2 wins they had early in the season, we're finding out that, the Colts of the Colts, they're benching Matt Ryan, who this is the end of his days. And then you got, who did they beat? Oh, the Chargers, who were completely underwhelming. So the Jags look like they could be a good team. They have pieces, especially on defense. They just traded James Robinson to the Jets. We'll see what impact that has. But the only thing I can say is really the Broncos defense. They have a championship caliber defense, dog. They're holding their opponents to like 15, 16 points a game. So I don't know how well the Jags can really fare against the defense, but I have even less faith in the Broncos offense. And I think this is just going to be one of those disgusting, listen, there are two teams that are, it is their destiny to have ugly games this year. The Broncos and the Giants. They are destined to play the ugliest brand of football you'll see, but the difference is they're both on two opposite sides of the coin. The Giants have been winning these ugly games, and the Broncos, despite their defense being stellar, it's just they can't put any points up. Worst red zone team in the league, and I just don't think that changes in London, especially after Russell's high knees.
Bro, listen, if you're a betting man, take the Jaguars running away, bro. Nobody wants to play with this dude anymore, dog.
Nobody.
Bro, when I told you on the first podcast, I think it was the first episode that we did, or it was Broncos versus Colts. The wide receiver that I can't remember his name. His name is lost on me, but the wide receiver,
Hamlin, I think it was
AJ Hamlin. Thank you. We have never seen a wide receiver show up, an all-time great quarterback, the way KJ Hamlin showed up Russell Wilson that quick. It's not 2 years, not 3 years into this experiment. It was like 4 or 5 games. He rubbed his teammates wrong that fast that KJ Hamlin said, I was wide open. He wanted people to know that he was mad at Russell Wilson. Like, it is,
Showed him up.
he showed Russell Wilson up because he can't stand him. Melvin Gordon, when Melvin Gordon just gave Russell Wilson that side eye, like,
Yeah, you're looking at him like, I would smack you if that camera's on me right now. Man.
So, listen, man, listen. James, how do you feel about the game, bro?
So it's definitely, as you said, like if you're betting, take the Jags. The Jags aren't amazing, but like you said, it's like I'm not saying the Jags are good, but you have much less confidence in the Broncos. And when you analyze a team on paper, who's their weapons, who wide receivers, who's their running backs, who they got this, and you're like, okay, this team's good, and then they're not performing there. It's always something that's not on paper. And as you're saying, it's because Russell Wilson's probably a massive douchebag, and it's not working because nobody likes him.
Yo, bro.
All right, and listen, this is coming from me. Y'all know me, bro. If you watching other episodes, bro, there's very few things that give me life. My girl, my daughter, and talking ish about Trevor Lawrence, bro. So it pains me to say that the Jaguars are going to win this running away. And this is coming from somebody who wishes all the pain on Jaguars because I just don't like Trevor Lawrence. Not personally, just the way that people always make excuses for him, bro. But, hey, I'm repping Duval this game, man. Let's ride. Let's ride, Duval. Let's ride. Let's ride.
Let's ride, Duval.
Let's
Duval
ride.
County.
Let's ride.
This is the beginning of the end for Nathaniel Hackett. This is the beginning of the end for Melvin Gordon. This is the beginning of the end for Jerry Jeudy, Cortland Sutton. All of these guys want to get as far away from Russell Wilson as they can, bro. This is going to be the game that completely breaks it wide open, bro. Rod said Nathaniel Hackett is not surviving this. He probably will because it's just I can't see them firing Nathaniel Hackett, bro, this quick into the season. But if it happens, bro, I won't be surprised, man. All right, next game, man. Cowboys Bears, man. If we don't dominate the Chicago Bears, right? And again, the Bears just had an incredible showing against the Patriots. They figured out, they just said, you know what? We're going to stop trying to make Justin Fields somebody he's not, which is a NFL caliber quarterback for 60 snaps. We are just going to have a running back with a very strong arm, bro. That's how we're going to do it, bro. And I'm kind of scared. However, to me, that's fool's gold because you can only do that for so much, bro. Like, at the end of the day, bro, you got to be people. People got to respect your ability to pass, bro. I see people trying to compare Justin Fields to what the Eagles are doing with Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts is not a quality passer. He's not Aaron Rodgers. He's not Drew Brees. He's not Steve Young. He's not like these great, accurate passers. He's not Warren Moon. However, I've seen enough of Jalen Hurts where he makes you pay. I've seen enough of Jalen Hurts where he's making throws down the field and he's hitting people in stride. That's why they're the way that the Eagles play football is successful because you can't just key on Jalen Hurts, right? So to say that Justin Fields, they finally figured out how to use Justin Fields. If they thought that was going to work, they would have done it 2 years ago, bro. They would have done it last year when he was a rookie. Like, I hate NFL Twitter for thinking they're smarter than people who actually get paid to coach against other NFL teams, bro. It is the most arrogant, it's the most annoying aspect of NFL analysts. Like, these people know. They're doing this for a reason. They have more knowledge than you. They've in the building with this person. They're trying these things in practice and seeing if it actually works consistently. That's why they don't do it. You think you know more than them, Mina Kimes? You think you know more than them, Ben Slolak? You think you know more than them, Steven Ruiz? Like, get over yourself, bro. Like, get over yourselves, please. Jesus Christ. Nobody wants to pat themselves on the back like NFL Twitter. It's so annoying, bro. Well, go ahead, Ron. Go ahead.
No, I mean, to piggyback off of you, at the end of the day, what you said was perfect because what the Chicago Bears did against the Patriots, this was a desperation play. This was their special move. If you watch anime, this was their Ogi, bro. Like this was like, bro, think about it. They focused the game plan on just design runs with Justin Fields. Don't you think they thought of that already? Like the only reason they went to this game plan was because these guys are coaching. Obviously, the coaches are coaching for their jobs, and they at least want to see what they have with him when they look at all the pieces, when they look at the bigger picture. So yeah, they finally had a game plan that favored a lot of his strengths. But like you said, Herb, this is a limited game plan. Like, and now they're going to be put to the test early now because they caught the Patriots by surprise.
Absolutely.
Now it's on tape, and you're going up against another quality defense, a really good defense, one of the best defenses in the NFL, with an offense that can actually attack your defense. Because Chicago's defense, for what it's worth, they haven't been bad this year, but who have they really played? Right? Like, what quarterbacks have the Bears really played that could threaten their defense? Not even Aaron Rodgers at this point can really threaten their defense. So now, well, the funny thing about the Cowboys is that you never know what you're going to get with the Cowboys.
You never know,
But
man. Jekyll or Hyde, man. Spooky, man.
they're
Halloween, baby. Halloween. There's about to be a lot of trick or treat with the Cowboys, man. Halloween, baby. There's gonna be a lot of trick or treat, man.
But I mean, when I look at the tail of the tape, man, even if it ends up being one of those grinded out games, I just see Dallas coming on top, man. I don't see Chicago. Chicago was able to surprise New England, and New England has that problem where you have two quarterbacks, you have none. Like that's where New England is right now. So that's not where Dallas.
Save your New England thoughts because we're gonna get to the Patriots as well. Yeah, so save
sure.
those. Put those in the back pocket, man. James, what do you think is gonna happen in this game, bro?
I completely agree with what Rod said. You want to give the Bears their props for actually looking competent and actually looking pretty good against the Patriots, but I mean, come on. Like, we're really gonna take the Bears over the Cowboys right now. The state of the Bears versus the state of the Cowboys. Yeah, I mean, if you get like the putting up 3 points through most of the first half, Cowboys, you're gonna be worried again. But do I feel like whether it's clean, nice, or ugly, the Cowboys are gonna win? Yeah, probably.
Yeah, we better win. So we'll leave on that, man. Speaking of the Patriots, though, man, let's go ahead and give it to that next team. Rod, I know this pains you because can we imagine there's two times of the year where Rod absolutely hates his division and has to be mad that he has to pay attention to his division. And that's when his division actually plays each other when the Dolphins not involved, bro. What pisses you off more, bro? In a situation where you have to root for the Patriots or in a situation where you have to root for the Jets? Because that's what your options are, bro. Patriots versus Jets, man. What are you going to do, Rod? What are you going to do? Who are you rooting for, baby?
I've said it once before, I'll say it again. It's always fuck the Jets, man. I hate the Jets, man. I mean, bro, and honestly, in this situation, I have to root for New England because, number one, New England is at the bottom of the division, which I'm sorry, New England fans. Like, this is the one thing the rest of the AFC has in common. Woo, we happy, dog. We happy to see that, boy. We happy. Oh, we looking down? Oh, the Patriots, y'all down there? Oh, damn. I hope y'all get comfortable. Because y'all ain't getting another Tom Brady ever again. So, but this week, I need Bailey Zappi to be Brady Zappi. And here's the crazy thing about the Patriots. They have this quarterback dysfunction thing going on. Like, Bill Belichick is a funny guy. You know why? Because
hold on, Rod. What Brady we talking? We talking Tom Brady? We talking Joe Brady, bro, who just got fired from the Panthers, bro? Because that's what he looked like last week, man. He looked like Joe Brady Zappi. Because boy, he came back to reality. Backup court. Yeah. He was we never learned, bro. We seen it with Cooper Rush. We've seen it with time and time again with backup quarterbacks, dog. They're backup quarterbacks for a reason, bro. Like, yes, he threw for 300 yards and 2 touchdowns, and he made me lose money because I bet the Browns to win, right? He personally attacked my wallets. So, you know what I'm saying? But I ain't taking it personal. You know, they come with the game. However, he's a backup, and he wasn't even a high backup. He was a 4th-round pick. And boy, did he come crashing down against the Chicago Bears, bro. Like, listen, I know Bill Belichick slapped somebody, bro. I know he slapped his wife when he came home, bro. Mac Jones throwing picks. Bailey Zappi throwing picks. You know what I'm saying? Like he don't know what to do. He's screwed. Like he signed up for this, bro. So let's go on, bro. Go on, bro.
But here's the funny part, Herb, and you're absolutely right when you say he signed up for it because in the post game, what does he say? He goes, "Oh, it was the plan all along to start 2 quarterbacks." Bill, like, listen, running back by committee is not the same as quarterback by committee. There is no quarterback by committee. Like, you can't. It doesn't work that way, dog. And what does he try to do? This is what I love about Bill Belichick. He's such a smug. He's such a arrogant bastard that he thinks he really thought in his head he could make lightning strike twice.
Absolutely.
He built the lightning.
Bro, he did. Bro, after that game against the Browns, bro, he was like, I am the reason why Tom Brady became who he is, bro. It was me. You guys are all stupid. You are buffoons. Bow before my greatness. And then Belly Zappi did what he did against the Bears, and he had to eat that, bro. That's a hell of an egg to have on your face, bro. That is a hell of an egg to have on your face, bro. James, go ahead, bro. So, how do you feel about the game? Jets, Patriots, bro. Because people who's watching this who are AFC East fans, they can say, Rod is just a Dolphins fan. He being biased. You know what I'm saying? So again, this is why we have these opportunities. This is why we have the extended Couch Bros universe, because we have unbiased supporters, bro. What do you feel about this game, Mr. James?
Like you said, if you're Rod, like you kind of have to root for the Patriots in this game if you're trying to, absolutely want the Dolphins to do better throughout the year, because the Jets are 5-2, like we all predicted, right? So to be honest, Rod said it very well. You got 2 quarterbacks, you got none, and I don't see how the Patriots are gonna put a hurting on the Jets, especially with how the Jets have been playing. Like they're playing aggressive football under Robert Saleh, and they're, I'm not saying amazing. Like both I'll say this, you have to give the props to both the New Jersey teams, the Jets and the Giants. Their records speak for themselves right now. Collectively 11-3, but it's hard for me to believe in them as like contenders at this point. But they're aggressive and they're playing smart. So I gotta give it to the Jets, and it's in New Jersey.
Oh, Rob, go ahead.
I do want to say one thing. Like, James, you brought up some excellent points. You're absolutely right. I mean, obviously, if I take my fandom out of it, the Jets on paper look good. But I do want to mention one thing. Breece Hall was a big part of the Jets' success on offense. And he's out, I believe, for the year. So they just made a trade for James Robinson. We'll see if he can kind of match that production. Because let me tell you something. If the Jets have to depend on Zach Wilson, like, look, I had a good friend of mine, my boy Nick. He hits me up on, he was upset about how we graded Zach in the QB tiers.
I mean, come on, bro. Like, listen, bro. Like, listen. I mean, okay. Nick, and this is just an aside, because I was actually gonna bring this back to Nick, bro. Nick has been down from the jump, bro. You want to talk about loyal? Nick is as loyal as it gets. I'm talking about to us as just a fan of the pod. Like, he has been a fan of the pod. Of course he's loyal to the Jets, bro. Like, who's loyal to the Jets, bro? Like, what is there reason to be loyal to? Like, let's keep it a buck. You got to be loyal if you're loyal to the Jets. Come on. But let's keep it a buck. But, Nick, Rod is going to bash your team. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to let him, because it's more hilarious to bash the Jets. But, buddy, I'm talking to you. Look at me. I'm talking to you. It's your time to shine, baby. All we've done since the inception of the Couch Bros NFL show / Phin Outta Water podcast is make fun of the Jets. We can't do it this year. Baby. You should be happy about that, man. Enjoy your Jets. Love your Jets. But Zach Wilson is trash. Like, we're not going to stop that. You're not going to take that away from me. I don't care what you do, buddy. You're not taking that away from me. That dude is garbage. He's garbage. But yeah, back to what you were saying, Rod.
Nah, man. Back to what I was saying, Zach Wilson is garbage, as you so eloquently put it. And I got to see more from him myself. And mind you, Jets fans, prior to the draft, he was my favorite out of this class. This draft class is looking not so hot. But when I look at, and I'm talking about the quarterbacks, but when I look at Zach Wilson, he hasn't done anything that's impressed me. Like, he's done enough not to lose them games, but has he really played well enough? Like, Daniel Jones, at least, at the end of the day, he's making plays with his legs. He's making key throws. He's not throwing a lot. Like, Brian Daboll understands that Daniel Jones throwing to nobody, because I don't even know who the Giants have at receiver, is not the way to win. So he's figured that's what real coaching
They
is.
don't got Kadarius Toney no more, so he has even less help. So, which is crazy, bro.
That's even more insane. And
Spoiler
Kadarius
alert.
Toney,
We'll get to that. But spoiler alert. Go on.
right. So, I can see Daniel Jones. I can see, like, because, another friend of the podcast, Chris, he was just like, nah, man, I think, and you know what? You're 6-1, bro. I ain't going to fight with you. You have one of the best teams. I ain't going to argue with you. You're winning. You're winning. You're winning. But Zach, nah, I'm sorry, y'all. And let me tell you something. Is this game in New England? I think this game is in New England, right?
It is at the Jets. It's at the Jets.
Oh, it's at the Jets.
It's at the Jets.
I have to put my faith in Mac Jones. Do I sound excited about that, dog?
No, you don't. You sound terrified, man. All right, but you know what? Let's keep it with New Jersey. Man. Another team that we didn't expect to be in this situation, bro.
This NFL season is topsy-turvy, man.
Absolutely, bro. So Jets are 5-2. The New York Football Giants. Oh my God, I'm going to vomit, bro. If you know me, you know there's no team I hate more in the NFL than the New York stinking Football Giants. However, they are 6-1. And what's more surprising is they're 6-1 with another quarterback that we had as trash in our QB tiers, bro. This like God, the football gods was like, how can we make this football season horrible for you, Herbie? How can we do this? Make it as bad as possible. How can we torment you for 17 weeks? And they're doing it, bro. The Giants are 6-1. I have to watch the Giants, obviously. I have to watch the Eagles, obviously. I'm a fan. I'm an NFC East fan. I got to keep up with it, right? I understand how the Eagles are undefeated. You're going to need Albert Einstein to explain to me how the Giants are 6-1, though. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry, bro. Like, this doesn't make sense. Is it MC equals square, bro? Whatever the heck he did, bro. The theory of relativity. I'm going to need you to explain the theory of relativity to me. Albert Einstein, bro. Our finest minds at NASA, bro. To explain how the Giants are 6-1, bro. James, you are obviously the smartest man here, bro. So the floor is yours. Please take it away. Please explain to me, because I don't know what I'm missing, bro.
Well, thank you, Juan, for that. I don't know if I'm the smartest man in the room, but I'll take that. And I don't know if I can do the theory of relativity, but the one thing I definitely do have, as Rod, you mentioned this earlier when we were talking about the year as a whole. Brian Daboll has pretty much earned himself Coach of the Year already. Like, he would have to have a monumental collapse in order to not get it. And a big part of the reason that is, and why they are having success, if you look at the type of offense that Daboll ran in, I believe he was in Buffalo. They're not running that type of offense at all in New York. It's because he completely adapted what he did to his personnel. The smartest thing that any coach can do is that. Adapt your game plan, adapt everything about your season to season, around the personnel that you have. Don't try to force square pegs into round holes. Literally change the holes so that they fit all the pegs that you currently have. So that's why the Giants are winning, because Daboll looked at what he had, and he's doing everything that he possibly can to win with it.
Rod, we talked about this on the last pod, right? And I want to bring it up again because I think it's very important, right? For everything that happened with Brian Flores, right? The other Brian, you know what I'm saying? The other Brian from New York, right? The two things that nobody in hindsight wants to actually talk about is the fact that the Giants were kind of right for going with Brian Daboll, and the Dolphins were kind of right for firing him and going with Mike McDaniels. And Brian Flores is, and again, the reason why I know people know that, like, that was the right thing to do is because nobody's talking about it. Nobody's bringing it up. People who were strictly on Brian Flores' side are acting like it never happened, bro. They understand that he was wronged. They understand that there was an injustice that went on, but the results are the results. Brian Flores on the Giants, they're not 6-1. There's no way you could tell me they're 6-1. I get it. I know that man made lemonade with poop shit last year with the Miami Dolphins to finish 9-8. I get it. I'm not taking that away from him, but he wasn't going to be able to do this with that team, with that personnel. And Mike McDaniels is a breath of fresh air for the Miami Dolphins. Brian Daboll is coach of the year, and it's only week 8. Like, Brian Daboll is the coach of the year, and it's only week 8.
Easy, bro. They'll need a massive collapse for him to lose that, dog. Even then, I don't even know if he can still lose.
Bro, they could, if they finish with 10 wins, he has it. It's locked up. He already has the narrative. He already has the momentum. He just has to win 10 games, bro. Like, he's been so successful that if he does the same thing and they just happen to lose games and he's still as good, he's still scheming his ass off. Because remember, every game that they've won has been by single digits. Like, I think they have a negative point differential. Like, it's
incredible, dog.
It's incredible. It's incredible. So, yeah, I don't really know what to say other than, bro, one, it makes me vomit having to give credit. But at the end of the day, bro, like, Chris, if you're listening, man, this one's for you. Just like the Jets, that one's for Nick Newbold, from boy Nick. I know Rod hates it. Me, I hate this. Chris, you've been itching on us, bro, because all we've done for the past 4 or 5 years since 2019, since Daniel Jones has been a quarterback, has ish on the Giants, bro. I got to give it to y'all, bro. That's at the end of the day, I got to, bro. So, last game, though. This is a big one. Sunday Night Football. For the first time in his career as a starting quarterback, Aaron Rodgers is going into a situation where he is a double-digit dog. Aaron Rodgers, four-time MVP, is a double-digit dog against Josh Allen. Oh, my God. The Packers are terrible. Oh, my goodness. They are terrible. So I'm gonna let you have this one, Rod, man. Packers, Bills, Sunday night. It's gonna be in Buffalo. It's gonna be very cold. It's gonna be very hostile. The Bills have a lot of rest. They're coming into this game ready to dominate. What do you think is gonna happen?
Well, dude, especially when you see the way this season has gone for Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills. I mean, out of all, I'll put it to you this way, Herb. Out of all the double-digit dog teams, Buffalo is always your surest bet. When any other team gets double-digit lines, it's kind of like it's almost a trap. But Buffalo, anytime they bet, I pick them, and they cover like 8, 9 times out of 10. So when I look at the game, and I look at the way the Packers have struggled against lesser teams, they let the Taylor Heineke Washington Commanders, completely do away with them. They let the Jets dominate them in their house. You're going to Buffalo on a Sunday night against one of the 2 best quarterbacks in football, someone who's playing. I'm talking Josh Allen. When he played the Steelers, he reached a new level, Herbie. He's not Super Saiyan. He's Super Saiyan God. That boy got the red hair, the red aura. Like, Josh Allen right now is playing on Super Saiyan God mode. And I'm sorry to any Packers fans listening, because I've always been a fan of Aaron Rodgers. But this season, the Packers haven't been good. And they are about to get embarrassed. I think Buffalo is going to put it on them. And it pains me. Packers fans, it pains me because I hate the Bills. The Bills and the Dolphins share one thing. We're both happy to see the Patriots at the bottom of the division. That's where everything else ends, dog. And I would love if the Packers could upset the Bills, but I have to say what's true to my heart. I would love an upset, but if it was in Green Bay, if it was in Lambeau, maybe. But in Buffalo, in that rabid, it's like a coliseum, in that rabid, freaking dirty dung hole that's Buffalo. Listen, Buffalo has nothing but the Bills. Buffalo is literally the butthole of this country. All right, there's nothing but water Buffalo up there. All right, all they have is the Bills. All right, so at the end of the day, they come out. Bills Mafia is one of the best fan bases, and that's because it's all they got. And that team, they show out for that fan base. The Bills show out for Bills Mafia, and the Packers, they're about to get shitted on by the butthole of America.
Hey man, listen, bro. That to quote the great Channing Crowder, bro, Dolphin linebacker, great man. Let's replace Buffalo with his actual quote, bro. But that's what I felt when I heard you say that, bro. And I'm gonna quote him right now, man. That man say Cleveland is the anus of America, bro. Like that's what. So Buffalo, Ohio, Cleveland, bro, and I mean, listen, bro, just poop soup, bro. That just poop soup, just a bunch of poop soup, man. So, James, bro, how do you feel about the game? Packers, Bills, Sunday Night Football. Packers are a double-digit dog. How do you feel about the game, brother?
Yeah, that's like you said, that's not something you're used to hearing from any sort of a Packers or Aaron Rodgers led Packers team. And I even got to say, I have a whole family members that are Packers fan. I'm the Packers are anomaly. They're publicly owned. I'm technically a part owner. I have a share of ownership in the team, so I don't mind seeing the Packers do well. You talked about how like there's nothing in Buffalo. The only other place that's like that is Green Bay. There's like nothing in Green Bay other than the Packers, and so it's kind of interesting as far as like the two places and the two fan bases that are so loyal to them. But the Packers do not have much of an offense this year outside of Aaron Rodgers making it happen. They don't have any depth at wide receiver. They have a bunch of guys that are going to the team. Sammy Watkins, who's he's washed. The defense is underperforming. The defense should be way better. They are lost. They're definitely not the Packers we expected. With the Bucs, to try to compare because they're similar. MVP
I mean,
caliber
they're both
quarterbacks.
3 and 4,
12.
bro. Quarterback by first ballot Hall of Famers, bro. They're
exactly.
as similar as it gets, bro. They're as similar as it gets. So yeah, you're very right about that.
Do you think they're missing Darius Smith?
No. I mean, defense was never the issue, bro. Like, think about this, bro. Packers have had Andrew Amos, Zadarius Smith. They got Rashawn Gary, bro. Like, defense isn't the issue, bro. They had Charles Woodson. Like, that's never been the issue, bro. You know who the issue is with the Packers, dog. The guy who can't. Like, you want to talk about a jackass, a generational jackass, bro? There's Russell Wilson at the top. Russell Wilson is, like, in his own tier. And then right under is Aaron Rodgers, bro. I have never in my life heard a quarterback say this about his own teammates, bro. One, not only did he say some guys need to be benched and they don't deserve to be starting, but this was look at me, Louis, times a million. This bastard had the audacity to say, yeah, my QB coach said it's the best game I played against the Jets. What a dick, bro. Why would I catch a ball for you? Why would I catch a ball? I would drop everything. F you. You know what? F you, dude. Like, you are terrible, bro. Like, Aaron Rodgers, the better that he's gotten, the more accolades that he's gotten on an individual level, the worse of a human being he is. Like, for as much as I hate Russell Wilson, I don't think Russell Wilson is a bad dude. I think he's just wildly delusional. I think in his mind, he thinks he's doing the right thing. Aaron Rodgers is a bad dude. Aaron Rodgers is the guy that if you've seen him across the bar and he's at the end of the bar, he's going to look at you. He's like, yeah, suck my dick. And I'm going to be like, all right, bro, we got to fight. We got to fight. We got to fight because you're not going to tell me that. We're not going to tell me that. Like, I'm like, you seen Tom Brady yell at his offensive lineman. You seen Tom Brady yell at people, right? But there's a great story that Fred Taylor, Jacksonville Jaguars great, running back for the Jacksonville Jaguars in the early 2000s, right? He tells an awesome story. Fred Taylor, and he told this on I Am Athlete before they became on the Pivot, which is, that situation with Brandon Marshall went away and they had to get their new podcast off the ground, right? He told this incredible story. He said Tom Brady and him got into an argument, and Tom Brady said something that was disrespectful. And Fred Taylor said, "Bro, I wasn't rocking with Tom." He said, "But Tom came up to me and he said, 'Yo, Fred, my bad. I was out of pocket to an extent. That was wrong for me to even say that to you.'" Fred Taylor is in the ring of honor of the Jacksonville Jaguars. He deserves respect. He demands respect.
And he
earned
was a beast
respect.
when he played too.
Exactly. Just because he's on the Patriots and he's not as good as he used to be, and even then, it doesn't matter because what you hear about Tom Brady and ultimately what fuels his legacy, ultimately what fuels his ethos, is the fact that Tom Brady treats, like, regardless of him yelling at people, right? I've heard people talk about Tom Brady in a glowing light because he treats you like a person. He comes up to you and says, "Hi, I'm Tom Brady." Aaron Rodgers doesn't do that. Aaron Rodgers thinks he's better than you. You have Christian Watson. Christian Watson is from a Division II school. He went to North Dakota State. He's not used to this. He's trying his best. Yes, he dropped the ball, bro. You don't tell people that essentially he shouldn't even be on the field. Who does that, bro? Like, I know I joke a lot. I know I make light of stuff, but I'm legitimately disgusted by the behavior that I'm seeing from Aaron Rodgers because he's better than that. He's been in the league long enough to know you're not supposed to do that. And he's smart. This is somebody who's been on Jeopardy. This is somebody who wants you to know how smart he is. So he's doing it on purpose, which makes it even worse. Russell doesn't know what he's doing. He's just an idiot. Aaron Rodgers does. So he's just a dick. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm
Fair
saying?
point.
And that's what really
Point.
bothers me, bro. So I want the Bills to destroy the Packers, bro. I want Aaron Rodgers to get sacked 10 times. I want Aaron Rodgers to throw 2 or 3 picks. I want Aaron Rodgers to have a horrible game because he's a horrible person as a teammate, bro. And that's just my side, bro. Maybe I took it too personal. Maybe I got my feelings too invested in this, bro. But it really rubbed me the wrong way seeing him go out of his way to try to separate himself from that 3-4 record, from them underachieving, from them not being as good as they normally are, and to the standard that we expect the Packers to be at, bro.
He's the
F
back-to-back
Aaron Rodgers.
MVP. He was the back. I guess those should be Devontae Adams MVP because he hasn't been doing anything.
Absolutely. Facts.
Apparently.
Right?
The MVP went to the wrong person, bro. And we just got to do a live update, man. Man. My boy G-Ma paid some good money, man, to go watch the Buccaneers be terrible, bro. Live update. The Buccaneers are down 17-10, people. This is bad, man. James, man. Go ahead, man. Matter of fact, hold on. I got a song, man.
Awesome.
Rest in peace to the Buccaneers. It was good while it lasted, but y'all so trash. Tom Brady gave up his marriage. Buccaneers is done. They done. They not gonna make the playoffs because they done. James, man, I'm just having a eulogy for the 2022 Buccaneers, man. How you feeling right now, man? It's a safe space, man. Talk to me, man. Go ahead, man. Come on, dog.
Don't quit the day job as you're singing, man. But, but as far as the Bucs, yeah, honestly, man, like if you looked at how we looked in the first half, our defense was aggressive. We were in control of Lamar Jackson, how they were moving the ball. Like a lot of times, the Bucs will do that bend don't break thing where we'll let you get some yards, but we'll either force a turnover or force a field goal, and that's what we were doing in the first half. We blocked one of Justin Tucker's field goals in the first half, and all of a sudden we looked exactly like we looked for the first 7 weeks. And if that's how it's going to be, and like if this is, like I said, we got to go 3-1 over these next 4 games. If we lose this game and we can't go 3 wins in a row, which obviously that's what I'm trying to say, that's unlikely. We're done. And our offense, like I said, it's bland, it's predictable. And I'm not exaggerating here. If you played, and I'm not trying to say I am not trying to say, like, if you play Madden, then you know how to run an offense. Like you were just talking before about, like, you don't know what it's like to be those coaches on that field. And I completely understand that. With all that being said, when you get all these cameras and everything and you can see the routes that they're running, I am telling you, I could go pick better plays from Madden. I am not kidding. It is bland, boring shit.
Yeah.
Dog, I got the stats up right now, bro. Like, so total yards, bro. You guys are losing the total yardage, 188 to the Ravens 313. You guys are losing the
188?
passing yards battle 150 to the Ravens 195. You are losing the yards per play, which is kind of close. 5.3 for the Ravens, 5.1 for the Buccaneers. But this is where it's just a wash, bro. The Ravens so far have 118 rushing yards. Rodney, do you want to take a guess what the Buccaneers have? Over and under? Over and under 50, my boy?
Under 50.
Yes, my boy, because they only got 38, boy. Terrible. Absolutely terrible, bro. So this is an embarrassment,
they
bro.
had a big play, man.
I mean, thank God, bro, because at that point, bro, think about look at this. This is the part that just blows me. Like, if you are a Tom Brady hater, and again, like, Tom Brady is so great that we forget that he's 45, bro. Like, it's supposed to kind of look like this at 45. This only enhances his legacy as the greatest of all time. He's 45 at the hardest sport to play in all of sports outside of rugby. And this is harder to play in than rugby because the athletes are better. They're 2 for 8 on third down, bro. Like, it is a putrid offense right now, bro. It is offensive to watch the Tampa Bay Buccaneers play football, dog. If we can, bro, can we just black them out, dog, until they get this together, bro? Because I can't keep doing this, bro. I can't keep doing this, brother.
They almost had a touchdown.
Yeah,
Almost isn't good enough, man. Almost isn't good enough, man.
The play before that was like a 50-some yard bomb to Mike Evans.
Yep.
All right, man. Let's go ahead and get the last topic of the day so we can go ahead and enjoy this last quarter, man. Last topic of the day, man. NFL trades, bro. So we've had a series of trades. The NFL has been jumping. We don't normally see this from the NFL where we see like big teams that are in the hunt try to go out and get it, right? Because the NFL is not the NBA. The NBA, good players are always available because so many teams in the NBA are trying to tank, and they don't care. They're just trying to get rid of their good players. In the NFL, especially with the addition to the 17th game and the additional teams in the playoffs, everybody wants to hold on to their good players as long as they can because they think they have a shot. You don't know that you're out of it until like week 10, right? So it's kind of surprising to see so many trades, bro. So I just want to go ahead and ask you guys, and we're going to go ahead and rank on a scale of 1 to 10 what you think the trades are going to be in regards to importance, right? So I'm going to go ahead and throw out a couple trades for you, and I want to ask both of you what you think the trade is going to be. Again, scale of 1 to 10. And when I mean from a scale of 1 to 10, I mean the impact is going to have on that team who traded for that specific player and their end of the year, the impact, whether it's going to be a Super Bowl, playoff berth, or push them over the edge, right? That we're going to combine all of that, right? And that's going to be a part of your score that you give it, man. So I'm going to go ahead and start with this one. Arizona Cardinals traded for Robbie Anderson. You know, he was in Alcatraz, bro. The Carolina Panthers, man. He was Alcatraz, but now he got traded to the Arizona Cardinals, bro. Robbie Anderson, Rod. Scale from 1 to 10. Level of importance. What do you think it's gonna do? What kind of impact do you think it's gonna have?
On a scale of 1 to 10, I'll give it like a 6, I guess. I give it like a 6.
That is much higher than me, bro. That just lets you know how little I think of the Arizona Cardinals, brother.
The reason why I give it a 6, Herb, is because they got D-Hop back, and obviously Kyler is he had 14 targets in that Thursday night game, so that guy is most of their offense. I think Robbie Anderson could be actually a pretty nice compliment to D-Hop, but I don't believe in the Cardinals enough to where I think. I mean, maybe they'll make the playoffs as a wild card team because the NFC is just so wide open. They could probably sneak in there because of how wide open it is, but it's a marginal move to me because I don't see the Cardinals as a Super Bowl contender. They're not getting past anybody in the NFC East. I don't even think they're getting past the Giants if they play them in the playoff game. So I mean, you know, but at the end of the day, they'll be a more productive offense, and unfortunately, possibly, maybe this move with D-Hop coming back might save Cliff Kingsbury, which would be so sad. I'm so sick of watching this guy coach, man.
Man, listen,
Look at
bro.
this guy, man.
Listen,
But
spoiler alert, man. Spoiler alert. If you're watching, and we got people in the building right now, man, leave a comment, subscribe. We want y'all. We want to empower the people who's watching. Like, go ahead and leave a comment, bro. We want to engage with you guys.
let us
right?
know your thoughts, man.
Let us know y'all thoughts, man. It's a live stream, bro. We here for y'all. This ain't just for us. We want y'all to be a part of this as well. However, we just had a QB tiers, right? And spoiler alert, end of the year, we're gonna have a coaching tier. I know where Cliff Kingsbury is gonna be, bro. I don't care if they went out. I know where he's gonna be, bro. Spoiler alert. Look out for that. Okay, so James, man, scale of 1 to 10, where you got it? Where do you think Robbie Anderson trade puts them? What is you scale of 1 to 10? What do you feel, my guy?
So if you look at why they did that, like Hollywood Brown, was their deep threat speed guy, and he was out for the season, so they needed a deep threat speed guy. I put it at like a 2 because it barely changes what they were doing. They were just taking one guy out and putting another guy in. I don't think it changes what I thought about them. I thought, we knew D-Hop was coming back eventually. D-Hop came back eventually. Like, it doesn't change what I think about them. That division is very muddled. It's hard to tell who's going to come out. They seem the whole division seems a little bit worse than I thought.
Crazy. Geno Smith, man. Geno Smith, who said something so wild and didn't want to pay somebody back, who got his teeth destroyed. He had reconstructive surgery, bro, because he literally was talking shit. Somebody said, "I'm going to break your mouth for talking shit." And normally that's not what actually happens. Somebody doesn't actually break your mouth for talking shit. It happened, bro. It is what it is. That guy is leading the division right now, man. So Rod is at a 6, James is at a 2. All right, next trade. Jacksonville Jaguars, 6th round pick for James Robinson, bro. So I'm gonna start with you, James. 1 to 10. What effect do you think that's gonna have for the New York Jets, my guy?
So I gotta be, a little bland, a little similar, simply because I know James Robinson's gonna get more playing time than probably Robbie Anderson is gonna be. I'll move it up to like a 4, simply because I bet they'll use him. But again, they're not going to try to do anything different than what they were doing. They're just taking what was a very promising young guy for a not so promising, slightly older guy. So I like a 4.
Rodney?
I'm going to be fair. I'm going to be objective. And I'm going to rank it at 2. Because he's not Breece Hall. Like, Breece Hall is Breece Hall. You're not going to get Breece Hall production from James Robinson. What are we doing here? Like, come on, Jets. Y'all grasping. But I'll give them props. They got good value for him. What did they give up? A 6? Whatever.
A 6 conditional, bro. Like, it's not even a real. It could turn. Okay, so put it like this, bro. It's a 6th round conditional, and it goes up to a 5th if James Robinson gets 600 yards, bro. That's all he has to do for it to be a 5th round pick. That just lets you know these guys don't care about picks like they say they do, bro. Unless it's a 1st, 2nd, 3rd, or 4th round pick, they don't care about it. Most 5th round picks don't even make the team, bro. It's irrelevant, man. So there's gonna be 2 more trades that I want to talk about. Ones that I feel like actually have more impact, right? Like, I was gonna talk about the Jonathan Hankins one. To me, that's a 0. I don't care. Like, we got him from the Las Vegas Raiders, bro. He's on the Cowboys now. A 0. It's a 0. Like, it just adds more depth. So that doesn't really matter. However, this one actually intrigues me, bro, for 2 reasons. 1, because I think this is a good player that was on a bad team, so he stopped trying. And 2, because it's a team that we ultimately have to beat to get to the playoffs, because I think that's actually what's going to happen based off of the seeding, based off of people's records, right? The Philadelphia Eagles, for whatever reason, they just have a treasure trove. They have unlimited Mario mushrooms, bro, of fucking picks, bro. Like, these guys are dicks. Like, it pisses me off, bro. They're able to give a 4th round pick for Robert Quinn. Mind you, they still have a 1st round pick next year. They still have 2 third. Like, it's crazy, bro. It's ridiculous, bro. Unlimited, bro. Like, like when you're playing Mario 3 or Super Mario, bro, you hit, like, instead of getting a mushroom, you get the star.
Bro,
and you
what
just get
trade
unlimited.
are they living off of that they got so many picks?
It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous,
what trade
bro.
was that?
They keep, bro, think about it, bro. They're in a position where they're paying their quarterback $1 million. Oh, matter of fact, my bad. Oh, my bad. Yeah, look at that, man. We got some comments, man. Yes, for a six rounder. Yes, you are right. You are right.
6.5.
And yes, that pick was a compensation pick from a coach too. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Shout out to my boy, man. Shout out to my boy, man. Keep the comments rolling, man. Keep the comments rolling.
Thanks,
But back to what I was saying. Back to what I was saying. They got Robert Quinn, man. Y'all know Robert Quinn had 19 sacks in the season, right? Now, granted, it was many moons ago, but Robert Quinn doesn't have to be anything special. He just needs
he
to
had
be
18 and a half
serviceable.
last year. So
Like,
he's,
God
Dude.
damn it! All right.
Dude,
Oh, wait. Hold on. Y'all know what it is, man. Y'all know what it is.
G-Mob.
G-Mob is back, man. This is more important than anything. G-Mob is back, baby. G-Mob is back, baby. Hold on. G-Mob, man.
Yeah, I'm back,
Live
fellas.
update.
It ain't looking too good, but we
It's
still in
okay.
this. We still in this, fellas.
G-Mob, okay. You at the game, man. Tell us what's going on, bro. Like, what's going on with your team, G-Mob? What's going on
Man,
with
I
your
ain't
team,
gonna lie,
baby?
Brady look drunk. I'm gonna just keep it 100. Our defense missing tackles, 20-yard plays. It ain't cutting, man. It just ain't cutting right now. Bro, I literally watched Brady throw 3 passes at the feet of somebody that was wide open, and then sit like this, 15 yards. Like, it's just
All right,
bad, bro.
turn the camera
It's
around.
just
Let's see.
bad.
We gotta see your face, G-Mob. Turn the camera around. I want to see the anguish on your face, bro.
That boy
Let the
Brady
people.
was 11 for 22 at halftime. That's horrible.
Terrible, G-Mob. And you at the game. You got to watch this in person, G-Mob. Damn, dog. My heart hurt. My
it ain't
heart
over.
hurts for you, dog.
It ain't over, fellas.
Hold
All
on. Let me get.
Pro fans, just know it ain't over.
All right, G-Mob. Listen, we got one quarter, man. Put your foes up, man. Everybody put their foes up, man. Put their foes up, man. James, you better put your foes up, man. Put your foes up, man. So, G-Mob, we're going to check back in with you, dog. We're going to check back in with you,
man.
dog. Yeah, that boy hurting right there. That boy hurting, man. Jesus Christ.
bro,
Just
the Ravens have 20
keep us posted, G-Bob.
Bro, to the Bucs 11.
All right.
That's incredible.
All right, man. Hold on, right? We got one more comment. Not only do the Eagles have their first round pick still, the Saints pick is the 4th overall of the season ends today. God freaking damn it, man.
Hey, and you know what, Herb? If you want me to grade that move, I'll put it at like an 8, bro. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, the Eagles are on a Super Bowl trajectory, right? Like they listen. We don't know how the season's gonna end, but right now they've been one of, if not the best team in football. They're undefeated, and if they do make the Super Bowl, if they make it out of the wild NFCs, if they make it out of the NFC, they're either gonna more than likely get the Chiefs or the Bills. And what do you need to counteract a great elite quarterback? You need pass rush. You need to be able to get to him. And the Eagles can already actually do that. They just wanted to add more firepower because this is their year. I mean, this is the time to do it, a quarterback on a rookie contract. So, Herbie, there may be a possibility you might see 2 Eagles Super Bowls in your lifetime.
Dog, I'd throw up, bro. Like, I'd vomit, bro. Like,
there's a possibility, bro.
I'm telling you right now, bro. There's not enough bodily fluids inside of me that can handle that, bro. Like, I can't throw up enough, bro. Like, I would literally die because all of this would just hold on again. First of all, Josh, yes. I know who you are, bro. I know who you are, Josh. Like, God damn it, bro. We know our fans, bro. But yes, you know the funny thing about it, bro. Yes, right now Devontae is showing that he deserved the MVP, bro. No, oh wait. I take it back. Hold on. I read it wrong, bro. Maybe this got me kind of lit. Yes, no. Devontae Adams deserved the MVP. I don't care what you said. Devontae Adams is the 2-time back-to-back MVP, bro. Get out of here, man. Get out of here. Back to Robert Quinn, bro. So James, go ahead, and I'll finish it off because I have personal reasons to talk about it. Go ahead, bro.
So, like you already said, they're on a Super Bowl trajectory. So, as far as what you need to, compete, I mean, on top of doing what you do, each team has their own identity. You have to get after that quarterback. Getting Robert Quinn for what they gave up, it's a 10. It's a freaking 10. Like, this is exactly the right move to make. The last time they won the Super Bowl, they had their D-line constantly rotating. They were fresh the whole game. They got after Brady. It was different guys. They also had like very versatile lines, and so you have some guy that's a D end in one rotation, then he moves in to like the three technique, and they have somebody go out. So they have a whole lot of different things that they can do with their D line, just like they did a few years ago. 10.
Yeah, that breaks my heart, dog, because it's like I have to put it at a 10. I really have to put it at 15 because
15.
all he has to do is get one sack in a critical game. They
Yeah.
don't care about a 4th-round pick. That's why it's a 10. Like, they don't need Robert Quinn to be Von Miller. They don't need Robert Quinn to be Lawrence Taylor. They need Robert Quinn to be Frank Clark in 2019, bro. God damn it. God damn it. That's all they need. They need Frank Clark 1 or 2 games to finish out a playoff game, bro.
Mm-hmm.
And they got him for a 4th-round pick. They got Robert Quinn so low because Robert Quinn couldn't, like, he didn't try when he was on the Bears. Why are you trying? As good as the defense was, why are you trying, bro?
Did you see Roquan Smith, man? He was crying.
Nah,
He
bro,
was
like,
upset.
bro, he was okay. All right, let's keep it a buck, bro. Like, what you doing crying, bro? Like this is football. Like, he crying like that's his best friend or something, bro. Like,
Maybe it
don't
was.
like I get it. I got best friends
You
too,
must
Rod.
hate the Bears,
Rod,
dog.
if you
You
got
gotta
Rod,
hate the Bears.
Rod, I've known you since I was 7 years old, bro. If you got traded, bro, I'm not crying, bro. I'm not crying. I'm be like, hey, bro, more power to you, dog. I
Right.
wish you the best, bro. Like, I'm not telling people how to feel. You know what I'm saying? Mental health. People don't let men aren't allowed to express themselves as it is, and I'm not helping that conversation at all. I'm being very ignorant. But let's keep it a buck. What are you doing? You could FaceTime this guy, bro. Like, you can FaceTime this guy, bro. Bro, it's from Chicago to Philadelphia, bro. You could drive to his house, bro. Like, it's not that far. Like, you could get a private jet. Like, get out of here, bro. Like, get out of here, dog. All right, man. I saved the best trade, and it's the most recent trade for a reason, bro. This one, and I'm gonna start it because normally I let you guys get in, right? And Josh, I want you to grade this trade as well. So go ahead and leave your comment as well. This is the one that I just can't believe it happened, bro. Kadarius Toney to the Chiefs. Did y'all see the catches that Kadarius Toney? And I get it. For whatever reason, both of his coaches didn't like him or didn't want him playing. This going back to whoever. What was the last year's coach from the Patriots? What's his name, bro? That was on the Giants. Joe Judge. Joe Judge. This goes back to Joe Judge and then Brian Dable after him, bro. For whatever reason, they didn't like Kadarius Toney's get down. I've seen it before. I've seen it with Stevie Johnson, where Stevie Johnson was only successful with the Bills because Stevie Johnson liked to do his own thing to get open. Maybe that's what it is. Again, I'm speculating on top of the fact that he was always hurt, so he was never really available. But you can't send somebody that talented to the Chiefs, bruh, for a 3rd-round pick and a 6th-round pick. You cannot give, put it like this. This says 2 things. One, it says that the Chiefs don't trust Valens Scandling. They don't trust Juju Smith-Schuster. They don't trust the guys that they normally have, right? That they already have. Because why would you need to feel the need to get a wide receiver if you really believe in your wide receivers that you currently have? That means you don't believe in them. But to give Patrick Mahomes, Kadarius Toney, are you serious? Like, he needs more? He needs more? So,
Bro,
yeah, I'm at a 20 out of 10, bro. Rod, where you at, dog?
Nah, I mean, I'm max level, bro. I'm on alert, bro. It's the AFC league. Like, dude, I want the people at home to understand something. Patrick Mahomes last week against the 49ers, who had a lot of their guys back, which has been one of the top defenses in football, dropped an easy 44 on these boys. He didn't make it. Patrick Mahomes is playing football. I seen somebody say this on like the group chat that we have on Facebook, so I'm going to kind of paraphrase it a little bit. This is not about the GOAT conversation, legacy, and all that. That's a different conversation. And Aaron Rodgers used to have this title for me. But we've had a pretty decent body of work on Mahomes right now. And I can say that Mahomes is probably the best quarterback I've ever seen, bro. In terms of just playing the game consistently, game in and game out. He is consistently incredible. And now you've finally given him the one thing that their offense is lacking, which is like a speedster that he can rely on. And I don't know how much he can rely on Kadarius Toney because, like you said, Herb, he had issues with the staff. He was holding out against the Giants. He didn't want, he was clashing with the coaching staff. Andy Reid is a much more player friendly guy, and Andy Reid knows how to work with any kind of, like, you just gave him. He's not Tyreek Hill, but he's probably going to be as close to a replacement as they're going to get in the time being, and that's all you need. Now you have somebody who could blow the top off, and he could actually make some pretty damn good catches, incredible catches. It's a 10 out of 10, a 20 out of 10, a 100 out of 10. Anything that makes the Chiefs better is worse for the rest of the league, and the Chiefs just got a lot better, and it sucks for all of us.
All right, James, I'm gonna let you get in, but let me go ahead and get some of these comments, man. So, my boy Josh said it's an 8, even if he gets little to no usage out of college. Not saying he is this, but people called him the next Tyreek. At the very least, his athleticism will stretch teams like Tyreek's did. Pause, Josh. Jesus, stretching people. What we pause? Jesus. And we got another comment, man. When teams like the Chiefs get richer, it makes me sick as a Packers fan. So mad knowing it's never going to be our flash free agent signing, bro. That's what you get for loving the team in Wisconsin, bro. Charge it to the game, brother. Charge it to the game, my brother. Charge it to the game. Charge it to the game. All right, James, scale of 1 to 10, where you have this signing, my boy?
So this is going to fall a little bit, not the exact same, because look how, as Rod is saying, look how Patrick Mahomes is playing right now. So you give him another toy to play with. Damn. So that's not a good thing, as far as the rest of the people on the Chiefs, schedule. Give them another toy to play with. That's, yeah. But honestly, like I've said for the other picks that are like more depth moves that aren't going to have like a lot of an immediate impact, I'm going to say like a 7, because they already have a lot of people that he already has a little bit of at least rhythm with. I'm not saying like, oh my God, look at all the chemistry with Juju Smith-Schuster and Marquez Valdez-Scantling. Look at all that out there. That's not what I'm trying to say. What I'm trying to say is they already know the playbook a little bit more than Kadarius Toney does. So it's going to take Kadarius Toney a little bit of time before he gets to the point where I think you're going to see him out there like all the time. But once he does, it'll probably be, right around playoff time, and you're going to see them roll out some package that you haven't seen them roll out before with Kadarius Toney in there, and they're going to start murdering people in different ways. So, yeah, it's going to end up being real big impact eventually, but I don't think it's going to return early dividends, is what I'm going to say.
Right, and to me, like, I just want to piggyback off of that, bro. Again, live update. Ravens are now up 24-13. Oh my God, bro. Jesus Christ, man. But back to what I was saying. Similar to Robert Quinn, the Chiefs don't need Kadarius Toney. They put up 44 points on the number 1 defense in the league, and they beat the previous number 1 defense in the league, the Tampa Bay Bucs. Like, they don't need Kadarius Toney. They wanted Kadarius Toney. And you can't just give Kadarius Toney to Patrick Mahomes. However, speaking of Patrick Mahomes, and we'll leave on this point, you know what I'm saying, because we're running kind of long. And we'll save this for next week. So it's going to be an extended conversation. Hopefully we have my boy Josh on next week, because this is going to be the rare time where I defend Aaron Rodgers, right? When have I ever done that? Oh, my God. However, Rod, you said something. I also seen this on First Things First, and I've seen this recently a lot, right? Patrick Mahomes is awesome. Patrick Mahomes is incredible. Patrick Mahomes is the only person who has a winning record while being down 10 points. He's 13-9 in games where he's down 10 points. That's a 55% winning percentage. The next closest person is Tom Brady at 35%. Now, granted, Tom Brady has been in a lot more games. It's like the numbers, it's numbers. You can work the numbers however you want. However, like, we've seen him in a playoff game down for 24 points and win by 25. They were down 24-0 and they won 50-24. Bro, like, you know what I'm saying?
Against another elite quarterback at that.
Against Deshaun Watson at his peak, right? However, Patrick Mahomes is getting afforded the greatest form of recency bias we've ever seen, right? Like, I can't call Patrick Mahomes the best quarterback because there's greatest and best. Tom Brady will always be the greatest. Like, we can't forget all of these games that Tom Brady has been in. Like, Tom
Oh,
Brady, without his second, third, or fourth best wide receiver against the Eagles in 2018, threw up for 500 yards. His best receiver was Kevin Hogan, bro. Like come on, bro. Like, come on, right? However, I'm taking this back to Aaron Rodgers, and again, we'll finish this conversation next week. That's going to be the main topic of next week's live stream. Aaron Rodgers has 4 MVPs, bro. Aaron Rodgers, if you said the 10 best quarterback seasons, individual quarterback seasons, Aaron Rodgers has like 3 of them. I can't say that about Patrick Mahomes. Granted, Patrick Mahomes is young. Patrick Mahomes has only been playing since 2019. He got drafted in 2018. He didn't play his rookie year. I get it. He has an entire career to fill out the accolades. He has 1 MVP. He has 1 Super Bowl. He got his ass kicked in the other Super Bowl. He had a terrible game in the AFC Championship last year. I can't just let him skip the line just yet. Just yet. Like, just yet. Like, I get it. He makes me feel a type of way. I wanna rub myself when I watch him. He's so good, bro. Like, it's amazing, bro. Like, he does all this crazy-ish, bro. But how we gotta respect what came before him before we anoint him to a place that he hasn't deserved yet, in my opinion, man. And I'm gonna leave with that, and we'll go ahead and close this live stream, man. So, last words before we go ahead and close out and get back to the game, man. Y'all boys.
Hey, James, man, as always, bro. When Herb said you was coming on, I was like, okay, the homie's back. You know what I'm saying? Always a pleasure to have you on, my brother.
Yeah, always a pleasure to be here. I love talking football with y'all. I mean, you guys are, always got tons of knowledge. Like, I love, you spitting off, the stats and facts and opinion. It's a lot of fun. And unfortunately, I would love to have been talking about, a Bucs victory. Oh, look how they're looking. Oh my God, maybe there's some hope. But I mean, we look dysfunctional. We look, I'm watching it right now. We just, it's almost like we went back to the Bruce Arians' first year, like the Jameis, sort of era.
Don't do that. Don't say that, man. Those are rough times, man. That's almost creamsicle era, bro. Like, don't go back to the creamsicle eras, man. That's a dark time, man.
Dysfunctional.
Hey, listen, I'm gonna sing it again. You say I shouldn't quit my day job, bro, but I have unwavering belief in my abilities, bro. The Buccaneers are bad, and Tom Brady destroyed his marriage for this, and the Buccaneers are bad.
Yeah, honestly, the marriage part, man, I can't believe, that it's like, I don't know, like that's a whole other thing, man. Like, that's just a whole other thing. Like,
all right,
I
man.
can't
Listen, man. So again, we appreciate y'all, man. Listen, bro. Everybody who's watching, bro, we love y'all. Thank y'all. Again, like I say this every time, man. We want to grow this community. We want this to be one of the biggest live streams, football communities, independent, amateur. We don't have the backings. We don't have all of that, but all we have are you, the people, bro. So keep showing up, keep joining, and we want to grow this organically and with real people, man. So again, checking out James. It was a pleasure. Thank you so much. RodMan, it's always a pleasure. Thank you so much.
You already know, sir.
This is B.Herbo. B.Herbo. Checking out, man. See y'all next week. Deuces.
Hasta luego.